Good morning, everyone. My name's Lauren. I'm the Lolo behind lolodidit. And this is, I have no idea what episode it is, but it's a couple days before Christmas, and I thought I'd do a quick podcast before taking a short break. So I hope everybody is having fun. Are you guys off work? Are you still working? Are you mad rush retailers? For us, we decided to take a short break. So what we're doing is we're going to still keep the shop open. I actually just updated the shop with a whole bunch of stuff, but we're just going to take a short week and not ship for that week. But everything else is open. I will be responding to your emails. They may be a little slower than usual. And I'll still be posting on Instagram and sharing stuff on my stories and things like that. So it's almost business as usual. But we did decide to take a short break on shipping. So I hope that you guys can understand that. Hope that it doesn't mess with your yarn and knitting plans too much. So anyways, for the first podcast, okay, first thing that I have to mention, because this is why I had to do the podcast today, is because my husband is a genius. Yes, you will not hear those words ever again, probably. I'm just kidding. But seriously, he gave me the most brilliant idea, and I had to share it with you because this is such a fun project. So it's living in my Pretty Young Thing project bag. I have a few more left on the shop of these. And so I started with the lolodidit hat, which is a free hat pattern available on Ravelry that I came up with. One night when I was like, I need a quick hat, and everybody was asking me for the pattern, so I just wrote it up real fast. But that's on Ravelry. So I've got a little ball of lolodidit yarn. This is colorways Folsom. And then, so my husband says I knit him a hat with I Heart Negan. I'll put a photo in here, right here. But he's like, Lauren, I love these colors. Obviously, I heart Negan. But can we do something more plain? And by we, I mean you. And I was like, yeah, what colorway do you want? He's like, I want Folsom, which of course I know that because it's his favorite tonal color because he dyed it. And I was like, sure. And he goes, his lolodidit is merino, right? And I was like, yes, it's very soft. And he's like, I wish that I could have lolodidit with Dreamy, which is my merino cashmere silk fingering weight base. And I was like, well, I can make you a fingering weight Dreamy hat, out of Folsom. He's like, no, I want lolodidit, but I want Dreamy too. And I was like, ding, why don't I just hold them together? So this is not like a profound thing. A lot of people hold stuff together. I hold two strands together all the time for projects, especially for me. I really like working with fingering weight, but sometimes I want something that goes a little faster. So I held blue suede shoes on Dreamy with Folsom on lolodidit. And the Dreamy, because it's silk in there, it's like a little shiny. It's got a little more sheen to it. It makes the most beautiful fabric ever. Look at that. Look at that. I am obsessed with this. Look how beautiful. And even in between in the ribbing. Oh my goodness. So of course, last night, this is all I did was knit a hat. And I'm almost done with it, but I cannot get over this. It's so beautiful. So beautiful. So Dreamy is one of those bases we dye it dyed to order. So we're not dyeing this week. But as soon as we get back from our break on January 2nd, that's the first day that we get back, we will dye all the dyed to order. So if you want to do this, by all means, order a skein on Dreamy because it's fantastic. And also the feel of it, I didn't know if it would change the feel that much because lolodidit, it like overwhelms the work, right? but you can really tell the difference. So I'm absolutely in love with this. So Folsom and blue suede shoes. So, and I have Low Biggity 2 is a dye to order yarn base, but like I said, we'll dye it right away as soon as we get back and start dyeing again. So because I am obsessive, once I start knitting things, I can't stop. So I got a couple of more. This is Freakin' Weekend, which is a new colorway that just came out. And this is Scrunchies and Spandex. I am going to do the same thing, but with Folsom on Dreamy, and see what it looks like. It's just blowing my mind. I love this. So, and I also grabbed, this is I Heart Glen, and I'm going to do that with blue suede shoes too, because I just thought that would look so pretty. So, anyways, I can't stop knitting these Low Biggity hats because they're so easy. It takes me one evening to do the whole thing. I'm assuming that I'm not going to keep them all since I live in Las Vegas, so I'll probably, I don't know, maybe I'll save them for gifts for next Christmas. I have no idea, because they're definitely not going to be done in time for Christmas. I'm just knitting just because. So, anyways, I just thought that was... My husband has no hair, so even in Las Vegas, it's below freezing right now. So it does get really cold, and the wind is kind of crazy. So it does get really cold. It's just that it's a very short season for being cold. So I'm really excited about that. Trey freaked out. He's like, oh my gosh, you have to do your podcast and show everybody. I'm like, I know. So, we're crazy. So, I just put a whole bunch of stuff on the shop this morning. And I will share all of the colorways. Oh, and not everything was this morning. I should clarify. Some of it was earlier this week, but the majority was this morning. So, I restocked Under Pressure. This knits up. So, it looks weird in the skein. This knits up so beautifully. I wish I had a picture for you. I've seen a whole bunch of people knit it up on Instagram. If you do hashtag lolodidit and search through there, you'll see some. This is gorgeous. And this is from the Queen and David Bowie song, you know, dun, 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 you know, so that, and I literally watched the music video about 20 times and dyed the yarn. So all of the colors come directly from the music video. So much fun. So that's one of them. This is Mustard's Last Stand. Oh, shoot. I meant to show, I have a shawl that I wear during the wintertime all the time that's made out of this. I'll show it on my Instagram. I'll show it on Instagram live videos if you're on Instagram. But this is a beautiful gray and mustardy, and it even goes into some red tones. Beautiful. So this is on the shop now, on all of my yarn bases. And this is named after, I dyed this, and then Trey decided to name it after his favorite hot dog stand in Florida, which is called Mustard's Last Stand. And I was like, okay, that works. I restocked my Christmas colorways. This is Naughty Mrs. Claus. So every single Christmas colorway now has been restocked for the last time, and they're now retired. So everything is the last of what you'll see. So this is Naughty Mrs. Claus. That's on the shop right now. This is Holly Jolly, which was restocked and on the shop now. Oh Holy Night. I know that some of the yarn bases sold out since I put this up a few days ago, but there's still quite a lot left. So Oh Holy Night, which is gorgeous. Do I have any others? Well, I didn't bring any more, but literally, and I put them at the top of my page. Every single page of my website now has a gift card at the top, just in case you need some last minute gifts. Then it has all of my Christmas colorways that are going to be retired. Then it has everything that has been restocked the most recently. So I push those to the top of the page. So you'll see all of those. So now to get to restocking, I had so many requests for Simple Man, so I put that up. This is Mr. Lolo Original, and I just put that on the shop on all the yarn bases, and I actually did a whole bunch of Low Biggity because I think that'll look really good in a hat, and you can hold it together with blue suede shoes, or even Lucky would look really good. I have Tin Roof Rusted. This is a huge fan favorite. I can never keep this on the shop. This is amazing. It's a beautiful tonal gray with gold, greens, reds, rusts, everything. Tin Roof Rusted. Purple Rain. And this one should be like a micro stripe if you're doing a sock, or that swooshiness in a Low Biggity hat. But like I said before, I do not measure skeins. I literally just dye them. So everything, all the way that your sock or hat or knitted item looks is completely dependent on your gauge, because that is the yardage for where that color is. So it really does depend. Trey did Cheers. This colorway, Trey dyed. We were so busy with the Hurricane Harvey yarn, which is the Helping Hippos that we came out with, where the proceeds went to hurricane relief. And we were so busy with that, so Trey decided to take it upon himself to dye a new colorway and name it Cheers. Because after a long week, several weeks of hard work, sometimes you just need to relax and chill and grab a beer and, not do anything for a minute. So that's where this inspiration came from. And he did such a good job figuring out like all those beautiful tonal brown, earthy, beer-y, champagne-y colors. I love it. So I thought it would be perfect to make sure that it was available for the new year. And so you guys can snag that up. So that's Cheers. After everyone saw my dad's socks, the few skeins that I had left of Zombie Dust totally sold out. And so I dyed some more up. And I put more on the shop on all my yarn bases except for Baby Got Yak. So this is Zombie Dust, and this is inspired by the Three Floyds beer, which is a microbrewery up in Northwest Indiana, the Chicagoland area. And my dad's obsessed, so I had to do it. He asked me to. So I just put that on the shop. You guys have been asking for it. Dobby Socks has returned. This is it on DK. But Dobby Socks, so beautiful. Perfect for this time of year. And really, that's where the colors came from. Last year, around this time, I was re-listening to the Harry Potter audiobooks. And when Dobby was knitting all those socks and hats for all the elves, I just thought that it was very Christmassy. It was totally true to Dobby's character. It was amazing. So it brought to me Christmas colors, and I thought this is the perfect colorway for him. So he's one of my favorite characters. I'm sure he's one of your favorite characters too. He's amazing. So Dobby Socks. And then, because I think it was the last podcast, I showed off, maybe it was the one before that, I showed off a skein that I was doing giveaways for, because we're doing giveaways all December, and I showed Hello Little Birdie, which was in a box of stuff that should have been on the shop, but we must have missed it when we moved to this place last March. So it was in there, and so I thought I'll just give this one away. It's a retired colorway, no big deal. Well, I got about 400 messages asking me to dye it again. So I brought it back. This is Hello Little Birdie. This one is on the solo base, but I did dye it on all my white yarn bases. So everything but Baby Got Yak. And it's available now, and it is gorgeous. I haven't had an opportunity to take color combo photos yet, but the colors that would match this are Hello Gorgeous, Professor Plum, Little Darlin', That's Amore, Naked Hippo, and Angry Rhino. So those ones will match absolutely perfectly. They're amazing with it. Just in case you wanted a list. Since I didn't get a chance. But this is such a beautiful colorway. And 2 years ago I had a contest for inspiration, a photo contest. And everyone got to post their photos on Instagram. And I picked 3 winners from that. And this one was from, I think it's These Joys is the name of the Instagram account. Pretty positive. And she posted a little tiny little birdie and she named it Hello Little Birdie. And that's where this came from. It is the photo. If I can find it, I will put it here, but it's so beautiful. So I loved this inspiration. I don't actually remember why I retired this, but it's back. So thank you guys for asking for it. So I think that's it. I've got everything out. If I forgot anything, I will be posting it on Instagram. I probably will do some live videos and fun stuff. I will definitely be announcing. I'm picking and announcing more winners for the December giveaways, and I'm going to carry it through January. I have so many gifts and prizes to give away that this isn't going to end. So I'll give you a new prompt. If you have knit a stuffed toy, which one is your favorite stuffed toy to knit? Mine has got to be the Voodoo You Love Me by Susan Claudino. I knit it all the time. I have one on the needles constantly. I actually don't have one right in front of me. My Mr. Mustard that fell a couple... If you want to look a couple podcasts ago, Mr. Mustard got ruined. But he is one of my favorite Voodoo You Love Me's. My second, of course, is Roxy because hippos. So if you have a favorite toy that you've knitted, I'd love to know because I like knitting stuffed toys. And if you haven't knit one, what is on your dream list to knit? Or do you not like knitting stuffed toys? I am totally obsessed, but I know some people are like, well, I've got the increases and the decreases and all this stuff going on, and they're a little fiddly. So I'd love to know. One of my friends just knit the Susan B. Anderson little stuffed colorwork hen yesterday, so that's what gave me this idea. It's so cute. So I love it. She used the red was my blood colorway from the Walkers and Blood duo, and it's beautiful. It's just gorgeous. So that's my prompt now. I will pick winners. I'm going to just keep on writing down winners, and I will do when we come back and we start shipping again and all that, because I'm not going to ship this week. So when we start shipping again, I'll list all the winners at once, so that I can ship them all at once. So I'm not having any stragglers going on. So lots of winners coming at the next podcast. The last thing I wanted to share is you notice my sock wall has changed. These are little macrame sock wall hangings that I saw on Instagram. Somebody tagged me in a post. Her name is Colleen, and she is of Nature and Knots, if you can read that. And I saw she made one out of Bohemian Rhapsody. And I freaked out. I was like, oh my gosh, I need all the wall hangings with my yarn. So I asked her if she had any yarn left. She goes, I actually have 3 colorways. Which one do you want? And I was like, all 3? So this is Blue Suede Shoes. That one is Hello Gorgeous, and this is Angry Rhino. And I probably asked her, it's just a couple weeks ago. It wasn't long ago. And they arrived yesterday. I couldn't even believe it. And they are adorable and the perfect addition to my little sock wall. So I will be putting my socks back and rearranging stuff, but I wanted to make sure to share this with you because I just thought it was so sweet and so cute, and she was just so nice to me. Very good customer service. So I thought I have to share it. And plus, this is another way that, you know, if you're not a knitter, if you're not a crocheter, that you can use yarn in a really beautiful way. So anyways, that's it for today. I think that's everything that I've got going on, but I wanted to thank you guys. I hope you guys have a very Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. Happy New Year. I will be seeing you guys on Instagram. I don't know if I'll do a podcast yet next Friday, but I will definitely try. So I hope to see you guys soon. Take care, safe travels, and I hope everyone in your family is having a beautiful holiday.